Thank you to the Ridge for sponsoring today's video. This Ridge wallet is the truth. It's minimal, has RFID blocking to prevent wireless theft, and is extremely light at only 1.6 ounces. The main card holder uses elastic to expand and hold up to 12 cards. It's scratch resistant, comes with a cash strap, and money clip attachment. Your worn down pockets will thank you for not stuffing a raggedy old billfold in them any longer. I got the forged Pacific design, and yes, it was free thanks to the Ridge, but I'd happily purchase one after seeing how much of a game changer it is and has since become my everyday carry. I also got this extra awesome key case in carbon, so say goodbye to jingling jangly keys and retire that annoying lanyard like I did after letting it dangle on my neck for years. Right now, they're doing a Ford Bronco Velociraptor giveaway where every dollar spent is an entry to win. The winner can choose either the Ford Bronco or $75,000. The giveaway sweepstakes closes September 29th, so you better hurry and get some products for a chance to win. I've made it easy for you and linked the Ridge website in my pinned comment and in my description section. You can use code Devin at checkout to save some money and support the channel. We appreciate it. Thank you again to the Ridge for sponsoring today's video. All right, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're tuning in. I'm grateful to have you here, and we got some more hypocrisy in the building today, thanks to some lovely liberals, but I'm praying this is going to be a doozy. Let's get it poppin'.
Hi, I'm Gibson with Campus Reform. Today we're talking with students at Georgetown University about climate change. How far are students willing to go to combat this crisis? Are they willing to give up basic household items and basic activities such as traveling in an airplane or traveling by car in an effort to combat climate change? Let's find out. How important is climate change to you and combating it, fighting against it? How important is that to you?
Well, climate change is like everything. When you live, you need like to have a clear air and like a clear environment, so it's like one of the basic things to live.
I think it's really important because the climate's something that we live in and we thrive on, so it's something we need to protect.
I mean, it directly affects us, and everything around us, so I think, I don't think people have been doing enough for it.
Very important and very pressing, and it should be talked about more.
I agree, it's very important and should be taken more seriously, and it upsets me. I agree with what they said, and then it upsets me that it's been politicized so much.
Do you think we should be doing everything in our power as individuals to try and combat it?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And us, like when you see, like it's very important, so why not? Like this shouldn't be even a question.
It'll directly affect us, so we should be doing everything we can.
Okay. I agree with that, yeah.
Biden released a plan for climate change trying to combat the crisis. Would you support a plan like that?
Yes.
Generally would follow it if it did things correctly and such.
Yes, he mentioned that in his speech at Congress, correct?
Yeah, definitely, since it's such a big issue right now.
Yeah, I would definitely support any plan to try and help it.
We're going around today with some pledges, asking students to vow to do 3 simple things in support of Biden's climate change plan. So if you're willing to vow to do all of these 3 things, we're going to ask you to sign the pledge at the end. So you guys vow to stop all personal air travel, so never use an airplane, especially international travel. Do you guys pledge to eat a cold dinner 3 times a week to decrease how many times you use your stove, because that creates carbon emissions? And would you guys commit to living somewhere where you can only use a bike, so you would have to sell your car, you would have to bike to work and to school every single day? If you guys vow to do all 3 of these things, you guys can sign the pledge. But if you guys don't...
I'm sorry, we have to go.
Thank you. We'll keep that in mind, though.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of
I have
course
to
y'all
fly down to school, so I won't be able to do that. So.
Yeah, I think
When liberals are asked to do something difficult to support their cause, supposedly what they're standing for, usually it's just virtue signaling, going off of what they're told and doing what they say they believe people want them to hear without actually thinking if you'd actually have to apply the things that you're standing behind. We got to go, though. Of course y'all do. Y'all got to roll out because things are getting real and you've been, your viewpoint has been addressed and it's been combated and you don't really have a firm foundation in the things that you're fighting for. We got to go fly down to school, but you're just going to put off more emissions and come on now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I have to fly down to school, so I won't be able to do that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think it's not too difficult.
So you would never fly a plane ever again?
I mean,
You lying.
that one could be a little bit difficult.
Would you be willing to do all 3 of these things? Never travel on an airplane again and never use a car, eat cold dinners in an effort to combat climate change?
Nope.
Yes, for a given amount of time.
But for the rest of your life?
Probably not. I travel a lot, so
just gonna be difficult. How else, like, where would I go? How would I get around,
I'll be eating cold dinner 3 times a week to decrease the time to the stove.
What about the other ones?
She's probably eating cold dinner 3-4 times a week already because she might not be able to cook because she looks a little young. The hairstyle is, y'all might like it. I'm not a fan of it, but I digress. We're each entitled to our own opinions and viewpoints. Can she cook or not? What's the verdict in the comments section? Do cold, hot meals even affect her day to day?
What about the other ones?
Maybe not.
I definitely
Probably not.
can vow to do the first one. However, I don't know about the second because it'd be difficult finding meals that don't require cooking. And for the third, that's a long distance bike ride that I'd have to travel.
Living closer to places where you can bike and cities are actually very expensive.
Looking at this plan, a lot of politicians are pushing for this. Obviously, President Biden created it. Do you think they're going to be the ones to stop their plane travel and to stop using cars? Or do you think they're going to continue to do the same thing while they ask other Americans to stop?
I think they're going to continue doing the same thing.
Right.
It's annoying
100%.
and rude because if they're wanting us to stop, why don't they stop too?
It's not
Hypocrisy.
fair. That's selfishness for me. I don't know. That's how I understand it.
Again, if they're going to expect us to do it, then expect everyone to do it, and make it accessible for people not to be able to do it,
It seems like they're flying all over, so I would say
Private
it's
jet
pretty
status.
hypocritical for them to say that all Americans should stop when they're not.
For real. Y'all know that's not gonna happen. Joe Biden, the Hollywood celebrities, we must deal with climate change. But wait, excuse me, I gotta go check this private jet. My jet is ready. I gotta take off 10 times a week to go from place to place. But we care about climate change. We care about stopping it at all costs, and we want to take care of our nature. You know what I'm saying? We want to go vegan. We want to take care of the nature. We got to give back for the goodness that keeps on giving. But y'all ain't gonna stop using Amazon. These kids ain't gonna stop using Amazon. They're not gonna stop hopping on flights. They're not gonna eat cold meals and stop using their stoves and the conveniences, because at the end of the day, people are selfish. They look out for themselves. They go for all this virtue signaling. They want to say that they're about these causes, but when it comes down to it, when it comes time to dance to the music and actually apply those things yourself, you ain't really about that life. Stop lying. But I've got a solution for all of this right here. You still got to pray for them, y'all. You still got to love them and direct anyone, including these kids right here that come across as robots that don't seem like they can have a social interaction with some sort of personality whatsoever. You still got to pray for these folks, and you got to direct them to the truth. Whoever you come across, the truth of our existence is the Almighty. Because regardless of real or perceived circumstances, climate change or global warming, whatever it may be, we should never be characterized by fear, dread, or anxiety. Not at all, because God is ultimately in control. He's commanded us not to be afraid, promised that the seasons will continue, and our primary focus should always be on people. So love people, love God first and foremost, and keep pushing. Keep doing your best day in and day out. God's going to take care of the rest. That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. And if you don't know the truth of the Lord, I'm sorry. I'm praying for you. I want to bring you in and allow you to embrace all of this fruitfulness, all this joy, because I know the sacrifice that Jesus made, the ultimate one, it'll make your life better if you turn to Jesus. Or you wouldn't be worried about all this climate change and what everybody else is doing. You'd be focused on your relationship with the Lord, loving everybody, being grateful for just another day on this side of the grass. Whether you deem the grass is shriveling or whatnot, you can't change that at the end of the day. No matter what things you stop doing, God is going to make it all go his way. He always has the ultimate say so, and God don't make mistakes. So whatever happens, it happens. It's out of your control. Put your eggs in the basket that is the Lord, Jesus Christ, God, the Father. But hey, I'm just a mere mortal. I'm just another human being. I may be wrong. I may be completely off my rocker. Y'all may think I'm crazy, and that's perfectly okay. Comment your thoughts below. Let's keep this conversation rolling. We can disagree in whatever the subject, the viewpoint, talking point is. At the end of the day, we can still be civil, still be respectful in the comment section. We can even be friends and disagree. That's the beautiful thing about free speech in America. Shameless plug alert. My wife made this on her Etsy store, linked in the pinned comment. But we can have all the thoughts and perspectives that we want. We don't have to bash each other for it. It makes the world a whole lot better and more of an interactful place. Is that even a word? I don't know, but it just makes it a lot more exciting. The fact that we aren't all just robots. We're not all just yes men or women. Unless you're on the liberal side of things, I don't mean to pick sides, but you know, they just go along with these things, go along with what they've been fed, and they don't actually dive in and see what's going on, because you could cry and whine and complain all you want to, but at the end of the day, God's gonna work it all together for the greater good for those that look to him, for those that are saved. So keep it pushing, man. Y'all let me know your thoughts down below though. And if you like today's video, don't forget to smash the like button, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my future videos. Share this video if you feel inclined to, whether you agree or disagree with my take on it. Shout out to Campus Reform for the interview and the dialogue and going out there bravely and facing, well, it's not, I guess it doesn't take too much bravery to face college kids, because most of the time they don't know what's going on anyways. They say all these things, but at the end of the day, they're focused on their studies and getting all these book smarts without actual logical thinking and street smarts, or, you know, everyday thinking. If you want to support the channel even further, you can always buy me a coffee. You can donate on PayPal. All my links are in the description section. Get this awesome shirt made by my lovely wife on her Etsy store, America, Land of the Free because of the Brave, because, you know, all these luxuries and things that we take for granted are not free. People fought and died for these things that we constantly overlook and that we constantly take for granted all the time, including myself. So shout out to all my brave men and women out there who've sacrificed their life, or who've served, or who've lost a loved one. My prayers, my love, my condolences go out to you. But hey, I'm just appreciative for you allowing me to take up your screen and my freckle face to be in front of you for a couple minutes. I love y'all. Until next time, I'm praying for you. Godspeed. I'm gone.